Many parents want their children to embrace daily prayer naturally, without the process feeling like a forced chore or a rigid classroom drill. This transition begins with sikh, or remembrance. Its power comes from tiny, consistent habits built into the flow of a normal day, rather than occasional grand gestures. Over the next few minutes, we will map out a daily dua ecosystem for your home, a setup that works even if you have no prior fluency in Arabic. The process only requires a willingness to learn alongside your child and a few structured, colorful visual aids to guide the way. By shifting from rote memorization to gentle integration, you help your child build a baseline of mindfulness. They learn to recognize blessings in real time, creating a habit of gratitude that lasts into adulthood. We follow a 4-part strategy. First, use flashcards or games to keep the atmosphere playful. Second, focus on the meaning of the words rather than demanding perfect pronunciation right away. Third, attach these prayers to the activities your child already does. Fourth, place visual printables in high-visibility spots where those activities happen. Without context, Arabic phrases can feel like hollow sounds to a child. Take Bismillah, a phrase we hear and use daily. When you explain that it translates to "in the name of Allah," the child realizes that every action, from eating to playing, is connected to divine permission. Once the child understands the why, the abstract phrase becomes a practical reflex of gratitude. To make these habits automatic, we map specific prayers to fixed points in your child's schedule. At 7 a.m., as the child wakes, we introduce the prayer thanking Allah for returning life after sleep. Starting the day with this specific reflection teaches the child to approach their morning with a sense of purpose and presence. We move the timeline to the 12 p.m. midday meal, expressing thanks for the food and water immediately after. During 3 p.m. study time, the prayer Rabbi Zidni Ilma, increase me in knowledge, connects their academic effort directly to a request for divine guidance. By 8 p.m., the bedtime prayer helps the child release the day's worries. It fosters the quiet, trusting mindset they need for a restful night's sleep. Beyond the clock, we use spontaneous moments, like saying Alhamdulillah after a sneeze, or asking for protection when stepping out the front door. This combination of a fixed routine and reactive habits creates a continuous sense of safety and connection that follows the child wherever they go. We support these habits by installing bright visual triggers. The goal is to make the environment do the work for you. Avoid using text-heavy or dull printouts. If a poster looks like a chore, a child will eventually ignore it. A clear visual aid should include the Arabic script, a phonetic spelling for easy pronunciation, and a simple English translation. Place these triggers exactly where the action happens. The travel prayer belongs on the back of the front door. The meal prayer belongs at the kitchen table. These physical markers remove the burden of memory from the parent. The house itself begins to prompt the behavior automatically. By combining this time-based routine with a visually equipped home, you have built a system that prompts prayer without constant verbal reminders. When a child pauses to ask for help before a task or gives thanks for a meal, they are practicing humility and patience. Over time, these small pauses build a character rooted in emotional resilience. These daily repetitions compound. By the time they reach adulthood, the habit of turning toward their creator will be as natural as breathing. This is how we raise a generation that intimately knows and remembers their creator, carrying his words with them as a source of internal strength. Building this connection doesn't require a total lifestyle overhaul. It begins by successfully integrating just one simple prayer at a time.